Welcome to the newest episode of the Brock at the Buzzer podcast. This show is called Cavs Get a Much Needed Win over the Toronto Raptors, episode 5 of the Brock at the Buzzer podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Brock Kowalski. In this show, we're going to talk about last night's win for the Cavaliers over the Toronto Raptors. Another unfortunate injury for the Cleveland Cavaliers that is very concerning moving forward. And finally, we're going to talk about yesterday's NASCAR Cup Series race at Las Vegas. Before we get started, though, please follow all of my social medias in a Linktree link below. And finally, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let's get started. Sunday, the Cavs entered a must-win situation against the Raptors, and that's exactly what happened as the Cavs played their most complete game since before the All-Star break, beating the Toronto Raptors 104-96. For the victorious Cleveland Cavaliers, their stat line reads like this. Lauri Markkanen had a team-high 22 points and 12 rebounds. Evan Mobley, who played his best game of his rookie season, I firmly believe that. He had 20 points and 17 rebounds. Darius Garland put in another solid performance, having 17 points and 10 assists. Cedi Osman had another great performance off the Cavs bench. He had 17 points and 3 assists. And Kevin Love also had a spectacular performance off the Cavs bench as well. He had 15 points and 9 rebounds. For the Toronto Raptors, Pascal Siakam had a game-high 24 points and 4 rebounds. Chris Boucher had 21 points and 7 rebounds. Rookie Scotty Barnes, who was very impressive last night for the Raptors, he had 19 points and 12 rebounds. And Gary Trent Jr. had 19 points and 3 rebounds. What does this win mean for the Cavs? It's pretty simple. It moved the Cavs 3 full games ahead of the Raptors, who are currently in the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. And they also won the season series last night, currently having a 3-0 series lead over the Toronto Raptors. And with that said, it makes the Cavs' goal very clear moving forward. Stay in the 6th spot. In fact, you can catch the Cavs tomorrow night from Indiana as they take on the Indiana Pacers at 7 p.m. Eastern on Bally Sports Ohio and NBA League Pass. What went right for the Cavs? Evan Mobley played the most complete game of his career, along with the 20 points and 17 rebounds. Mobley also had 3 blocks as well. Another thing that went right for the Cavs last night was the Cavs bench, along with Osman and Love continuing to be effective. Dean Wade, Brandon Goodwin, and Ed Davis were also very effective, having plus-minus ratings of a plus 19 for Dean Wade, a plus 15 for Brandon Goodwin, and a plus 10 for Ed Davis, which, again, just shows you how deep this team is. Also, how well coached this team is as we move forward. And you may be wondering why I have not mentioned Jared Allen. This is why. Cavs All-Star Allen out indefinitely. Cavs All-Star Jared Allen finger will be out indefinitely after sustaining the injury last night, along with sustaining a quad contusion as well. That is according to Shams Kamara of The Athletic and was confirmed by the Cleveland Cavaliers earlier this afternoon. Allen is having a career year averaging 16.1 points and 10.8 rebounds. This is a major loss for the Cavs as we go down the stretch. The team also announced that there is no timetable for Allen's return. What now? Mobley, Markkanen, and Osman must continue to step up much like they did last night. And when Karis LeVert comes back, which is soon, he must start when he does, in fact, return. Unfortunately, though, for the Cavs, it will not be tomorrow night as Karis LeVert has already been ruled out for tomorrow night's game against the Indiana Pacers. Why do I believe this must happen? Because LeVert would make up for the missing scoring punch the starting five for the Cavaliers now has in Allen's absence. And finally, let's talk about yesterday's race from Las Vegas. Bowman gets lucky in Vegas. Yesterday in Las Vegas, on a late caution, 3 Hendrick Motorsports cars, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, and William Byron took 2 tires to overtake Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Ross Chastain, who all dominated the closing laps. As a result, Bowman battled Larson to the line to score his first win of 2022. And here is my opinion on the entire race to conclude the show. Bowman deserved that win despite what Kyle Busch had to say post-race. If you haven't seen that, please go on the Twitter of athletic reporter Jeff Gluck because he has the full quote there on his Twitter page. Just so you all know, it's a lot of explicit language, but I don't understand why Kyle Busch said what he said yesterday because Bowman deserved that one because crew chief Greg Ives made the right call at the end, and Busch, Truex, and Chastain did not by taking 4 tires, respectively. The race was the best mile and a half that I've seen in a very long time. Passes all around the track, battles for the lead, pit strategy. This is NASCAR racing. We don't have to hear about them big ass spoilers anymore. We don't have to hear a guy can't pass somebody. A guy has to get somebody loose to pass somebody. Yes, does that last point still happen? Of course it does, because it's how you pass in NASCAR. But the cars are so damn hard to drive that if your car's just handling better than the guy in front of you, the chances of you passing him are more likely than they've been in years past. Once again, this is NASCAR racing, and this Gen 6 car is working wonderfully for the product for NASCAR moving forward. Again, the only problem moving forward is the tire situation, meaning when they do blow a tire, say just normally blowing a tire from running over debris or spinning out, the cars literally go to the ground and cannot move, but I believe a change to that is coming very soon. So look for something like that after the West Coast swing or after this weekend in Phoenix. That'll do it for this episode. Once again, I'm your host, Brock Kowalski, and you can find all of my social media links in a Linktree link below. And please like the video, share the video, and subscribe. All is much appreciated. I'll be back very, very soon with another upload, possibly after the Cavs and Pacers game tomorrow night, but that is unlikely because I have to work Wednesday morning So expect another episode probably around this time on Wednesday evening. Until then, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Again, like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Brock of the Buzzard podcast. I'll see you all very soon.